June is shaping up to be really, really incredible. Not only do we have some absolutely massive collaborations, but we also have some really hype Nike basketball sneakers that I'm even more excited for. We also have some extremely limited Jordans dropping, as well as lots of sleepers. So please, guys, make sure you pay attention to the entire video because there's definitely some that I want to enlighten you on that you might otherwise sleep on. And we're also supposed to be getting an early shock drop, some kind of a fun release for the Virgil Abloh Archives Cryoshot. So it's not only those, but there's apparently going to be some more as well, but I figured I would just mention those for now. And we're supposed to be seeing something else as well. As always, we're going to post all early info for these kinds of shock drops inside of Endurance. Feel free to join while you still can before it's too late. And remember, we do a lot more than just sneakers early info too. Let's get started though with June 1st. First, we got the Air Max 95 Fresh Mint. These are dropping for $190, personals only. Then we also got the Kobe 9 Elite Pro Draft Day on June 1st, also $190 and personals only. Then moving on to June 2nd, this is where things get interesting. We got the Dunk Low CBGB for $130 June 2nd. Unfortunately, these are probably just going to be personals only, but I would expect them to sell out, so don't sleep if you want a personal. Next up, bit of a sleeper cook. This might otherwise fly under your radar, so pay attention. This is the McDonald's Nike Book 2 Sedona, and believe it or not, guys, there is quite a lot of demand for these, and retail is only $155, and I gotta be honest, these look pretty cool. I'm not a huge fan of Book 1s or Book 2s, but this is a pretty solid colorway, and I like the concept. They even went all out on the box, so props to Nike. They did a good job on this sneaker, and I think that these are going to hold up for profitability. Nothing too crazy, but it's looking to be a solid sleeper cook. There's definitely solid demand on these. Also on June 2nd, June 2nd is great. Nike's still got more. We got the Kobe 5 Caitlin Clark Scrabble dropping for $190, and I'd say this colorway is definitely better than the last silver and red colorway, so I'm expecting these to outperform those, which should allow for at least some lunch money, potentially better than that in the large sizes especially, and maybe even if you have no tax, some brick profit on the medium to smaller sizes. But overall, this is a solid colorway, and Caitlin Clark's definitely generate good demand. Then jumping to June 4th, my personal favorite of June. I love this colorway. This is the Tianjin Foamposite 2.0. I always loved the original Tianjin from 2015, but those resell for thousands of dollars, so obviously not getting those. But these, on the other hand, only currently reselling for around like $350 to $500 in the secondary market following their China drop. Yeah, these already had their China drop, so the price shouldn't fluctuate too much even after the US drop. So these should remain profitable. Retails $250. Don't expect a good margin, that good of a margin, because the retail is so high, but you should be able to profit still off them, especially in the larger sizes. But I'm really hoping I could land a personal pair of these. I love those crazy looking Foamposites, especially this pair. I think Nike really killed it on these, especially with that green outsole. Then jumping to June 6th, at least for overseas, we got the Jordan 1 Low Sale for $145, personals only. We also got the Jordan 1 Low Pine Green for $150. These are going to be personals only too. Then more interesting, on June 6th, we got the Jordan 15 Muslin Black for $255. And I want to be quick to dismiss these and call them bricks, but really, this could be another Jordan 17-like situation. If Jordan Brand decides to make these limited enough like those 17s were, especially the initial releases, these could very well pop off like the 17s. So it's all stock dependent. We're getting closer to the release. I'll try to keep you guys updated. So yeah, keep these on your radar. It all depends on stock. I'll update you guys, and obviously the final consensus will be in the Endurance Discord. Then jumping to June 8th, we got the Book 2 Sunburst for $145, personals only. Then we got the SB Air Force 1 Wheat on June 9th for $120. I'm thinking these are probably going to be personals only. Then on June 11th for $150, we got the Converse Shea 001 Premium Steel. While that blue pair unfortunately did brick, I think these might have a bit more potential. They're a little bit closer to the brown Luxe pair. It really is going to depend on stock, but I could see these having lunch money potential. So keep these on your radar. Might be a bit of a sleeper cook because for the most part, Sheas have been dead, but I think this one could potentially be different. keep them on your radar. We'll have the final consensus obviously posted in the Discord. Then on June 12th, another kind of interesting one, we are finally seeing the return of the Air Diamond Turf 49ers. So these are $170. This pair actually used to have some decent demand when they first released, but it doesn't seem the case right now, but we could see this change the day before the drop. So just keep them on your radar for some potential brick profit in large sizes, but I'm not overly confident on that. We also got the Royals colorway dropping on the same day for $170. I'd say these are mostly going to be personals, but we'll see as we get closer. Then on June 13th, we're getting to see a new colorway of the KD19, all in red for $155. Pretty cool, nice basketball sneaker, but gonna be personals only. Much more importantly, also on the 13th, we got the Jordan 3 Bin 23. These limited to 2,300 pairs, just like all the bins. And yeah, you could expect these to be very profitable with a great margin, even though retail is $355. Definitely hoping I could score a pair of these. Bin 23s are great if you're a collector. They focus a lot on quality and craftsmanship and details. So yeah, us collectors, we all definitely appreciate these. Even though it's a high retail, they're gonna resell for way more than that, don't worry. Then jumping to June 17th, we're getting another KD19, the purple stuff, for $155. These are also gonna be personals only. Then June 19th for $135, we got the KD6 Night Vision. I gotta say, very nostalgic seeing these drop, but they're gonna be personals only. Then on June 20th, we are going to be getting the Jordan 5 Black University Blue for $220. I could see these selling out, but I don't think they're going to be profitable. Maybe at best some local sales. If you could sell off platforms, avoid the fees, and you also have no tax in your state, can make a couple bucks maybe, but otherwise going to be personals only. And then far more interesting, we got the Kobe 5 Pro Tro Lakers in the yellow colorway for $190. This is the Chase colorway. This is supposed to be the rare one. At least people suspect this is the rare one. I'm pretty sure it is. There's also going to be a white pair, which is the more common pair. And I would say the white pair is probably going to be personals to like maybe brick profit potential. But remember, Nike does have free returns. Pretty sure they'll take the returns even if you got to open up the packaging to check. So yeah, I don't think there's going to be any risk there unless they give something in the fine print that says something about that. But if you land this yellow pair, the more rare yellow pair, I could definitely see these performing well, at least for some profitability in big sizes. So yeah, this yellow pair. Also, the yellow pair just looks so nice. I'm a big fan of those Laker colorways, so yeah, I'm hoping I could get a pair of these. Then jumping to June 27th, pretty interesting one. We got a Bape Adidas collaboration on the best running shoe. This is going to be the Adizero Evo SL, but retail is increased from $150 to $200, so that's going to make it difficult for there to be profitability on these, especially on a shoe that isn't typically profitable. Is the Bape collaboration enough to carry? It's really going to be stock dependent. I don't think so. I'm skeptical, honestly, but we'll see as we get closer. I'll keep you guys updated. Right now, I'll be open-minded. And last, but definitely not least, we got the Virgil Abloh Archives Cryoshot. Now, these are supposed to have a main drop, I believe, in July. Might be around like July 2nd to 3rd. I don't know the precise details for sure right now, but there's supposed to be an early drop for these, some kind of like a shock drop, which is going to be in June. So we're going to post all the early details for that, like the date, the time it's going to be happening, the method of shock drop, whatever they're going to be doing inside the Discord. Obviously, consider joining with the link in the description below. And remember, this is like so far out. Everything is subject to change technically, but you guys know how these things tend to go. Yeah, as everything gets confirmed, we're going to be posting all the information. We got your back, don't worry. And it's not just these. There's going to be some stuff involving Travis Scott and some other collaborators as well. Lots and lots of fun stuff is going to be happening with these cryo shots. I was alluding to it in some prior videos as well, and you will see there's going to be some stuff for the World Cup with these. And I am expecting these, especially the Virgil Abloh Archives pair, to be profitable. Definitely worth going for. But yeah, just patience. And then we should also have something else coming that I don't have full details on yet, but subscribe, enable post notifications. I'll keep you updated. And again, consider joining the Discord, the link in the description below. Other than that though, have a great rest of your day and good luck on all these drops.